One eternity later.
What's going on YouTube? This is MechanicsLuvClassics with another video. I'm Money and this is Monster.
And today we're going to be talking about troubleshooting computer problems on a 1998 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo. Alright guys, so first thing what you're going to do is make sure it's actually a computer or / electrical problem. If it's not, if you have a multimeter, you know, go with the beginning where the plug plugs into the computer itself, and take a multimeter meter to find out what pin is going where, and make sure you have a solid connection from the plug to the computer to the plug or the harness that goes to that sensor. That's one way of doing it. A second way of doing it is taking the computer completely out, buying a new computer, getting it programmed. You know, of course that's a lot of time and a lot of money that's involved in that. But either way, if it is a computer problem, you're eventually going to have to go that route one way or another. Another thing that it could be is a faulty plug to the computer. Now, on my 98 Jeep, I done ran through 3 plugs, and sure and believe, more than likely it's going to be that plug or the computer. It's not going to be nothing else unless you know how to cut wires and re-splice them together. It should run just fine. On top of that, the harness, what you can do to check to see if it is going to be the harness, is look in the inside of the plug, and but you're going to want to look at that plug and make sure all the pins that are facing that plug, if they're more to you than they are to the back of the plug where the wires are actually showing. If you see a couple of pins that aren't fully to the front, that could be a serious issue because it's not making full connection or contact with the computer. Another thing you're going to want to check for is to make sure the computer doesn't go into protection mode. Now, if you do order your computer online and they tell you it's programmed for your VIN, for your vehicle, it's plug and play, do not get me wrong, it can be that way. However, some of the signals that the vehicle sends to the computer puts the computer into protection. And you'll get maybe about 3, 4, 5 seconds of start time. It'll start right away. But you'll get 4 or 5 seconds of start time, and then it'll completely die out until you try to start it again. Other than that, that's pretty much the basics of going with a computer or any part of the ignition system that leads to the computer. Check your wires, make sure your plugs pins are all the way forward, make sure your computer's not fried, and yeah guys, that's pretty much it. Alright guys, that's MechanicsLuvClassics. I'm Monster, this is Money. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see y'all in the next video.